attach the tape. So first anchor, actually before we do that, let's tough skin it. So first anchor across the metatarsals. Again, this one you don't want to make too tight because you can compress the foot, so kind of string the tape out, wrap it, and tear. Second anchor, you can either start medial or lateral. My preference, just because the way my hands work, is to start medial. And you're going to go along the border of the foot. You're going to wrap around the heel, come up to the anchor on the other side. Okay, now we actually go into taping the arch. And this is where you can either use 3/4 inch wide tape, or you just tear your tape roll in half, like that. You just want fine strips. And so for this, what we're going to do is basically the tape is going to cross in the middle of the arch to provide support for the arch. So we're going to start the medial aspect, we're going to come around the heel, and we're going to come back up on the medial aspect. But where we want the tape to actually cross is going to be a line along this medial arch, so we're getting some support under it. It's going to come across right about there, around the heel, back up to the starting point.
So it's kind of like a heel lock.
Little bit, yeah, except you're not actually going to lock the.
Yeah.
You're not actually going to lock the heel per se. And then you're just going to continue overlapping by a half, coming down, around, and back up.
Is there any way you can kind of flip it over so we can see it over there? Okay. You're very nice.
Well, I'm glad you did that.
Now, some sources you'll see when you learn it, they'll teach you to actually come back around and cross over like this, but you find right away the tape tends to wrinkle. It just kind of makes a big mess under the foot. So my preference is to just come up on the side of the starting point. Just like that. So again, this is where you'll have to learn the angles a little bit of the foot as you're coming around to lay the tape down. Maybe do one more.
So about how many of those do you do?
I just did 5, and because I started maybe a touch, as I look at it, maybe started a touch too low, I'm going to come back up and do one more, maybe 2 at the top, so I'm getting still some support here under the medial arch, because I only got about 3/4 of the arch supported. And one should probably do the trick. I want to spin around so everybody can see again. So what do you see 2 of right now? If you're going to support the medial arch, you're going to start lateral, and you're going to pull medial, right? Because that's going to cause the arch to supinate, right? So we're going to do that. So we're going to make our closing strips just like this. And just work your way down the foot. there, 2 more anchors to hold all that tape in place, just like the same anchors you started with, except in reverse order. So we'll do the one that wraps around the foot first. And then again, across the metatarsals, making sure we don't do this too tight. And sort of press all the tape, which is stand up